Hello everybody, it's Uncle Matt and I'm here to read you another bedtime story. Tonight's bedtime story is Bad Boys Get Cookie by Margie Palatini and illustrated by Henry Cole. This story was copyright in 2006. Those bad boys, Willie and Wally Wolf, had two big bad sweet tooths. Bad, really bad. Please toss me another caramel, dear pal, said Willie to Wally. I believe I could go for a couple of bonbons myself, said Wally to Willie, popping two sugary morsels into his mouth. But mere candy was not enough to stop the two big bad sweet tooths of two big bad wolves. Oh, heavens no. Those bad boys wanted something decidedly more filling. A piece of chocolate cake? A slice of pecan pie? A bit of brownie? Uh-oh. A bit of brownie? Help, help, someone got my cookie. Willie's ears perked. Wally's eyes twinkled. Both giggled and drooled. Brain ditto. We can get cookie. The boys grabbed their fedoras, made a quick exit, and dashed lickety-split to the worried baker. The two quickly introduced themselves as Private Eyes Willis and Wallace from the well-known detective agency of Dewey, Ketchum, and Howell. But can you get my cookie? Asked the fretting Mr. Baker. Sir, that's our specialty, said Willie with a smooth smile. Just give us a description of the cookie in question, and we'll be right on the case, added Wally, notepad in hand and pencil pointed. Well, began the baker, he's about this high, thin, lightly brown, full of sugar and spice, dark raisin eyes, round currant mouth. He's wearing a white icing jacket with gumdrop buttons. Oh dear, he's just hot out of the oven. We know the type, said Wally with a nod. The baker sighed. I thought he was such a good cookie. I don't know what's gotten into him. I gave him the best of everything. Butter, cream, sugar. Don't worry, said Willie. Detective Wallace and I will sniff him out. Wally grinned at Willie. Willie grinned at Wally. They both licked their lips. Yes, those boys were bad. Bad. Really, really bad. There he is now, cried the baker, pointing toward the hill. The baker shook his head. Oh dear, I'm afraid I added too much spice. Don't fear, Mr. Baker, we know just how to handle him. Willis and Wallace always get their cookie. Those bad boys huffed up the hill, puffed down a dale, and blew through a couple of fields of head-high corn. But they could not get cookie. Na 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 ni na na, looky looky, you can't get me, I'm one smart cookie. Willie looked at Wally. Wally looked at Willie. Brain ditto. Yes, those bad boys needed a plan, an idea, a trap. Oh my, they were clever. Oh my, they were cunning. And bad. Really, really bad. The two snickered as they climbed up on a limb. The boys waited. They watched. They inched further, further, and then... "Get Cookie!" they shouted. Crack! Kaboom! "Oh dear," said Willie, seeing stars. "Do you think perhaps we went out a bit too far?" "Nanny, nanny, nana, looky, looky, you can't get me, I'm one smart cookie." Willie looked at the tangled Wally. Wally looked at the tangled Willie. Brain ditto. Those bad boys needed another plan, another idea. A disguise. Oh my, they were clever. Oh my, they were cunning, and so cute too, they both giggled. "Oh, woe is me!" cried Willie as Cookie pranced into view. "Woe is me too! Boo-hoo, boo-hoo!" Wally moaned as Cookie came closer. "Oh, Brother Hansel, looky, looky!" "Yeah, Sister Gretel," said Willie with a wink. "That is one smart cookie, and he looks so sweet too. Maybe he will help us get back to our Mama and Papa." "Looky, looky, little cookie, we kitties are lost in the woods," said Wally. "Could you spare a few crumbs so we can find our way out of the forest?" Oh dear. Cookie looked at Willie. Cookie looked at Wally. He came closer and closer. So close, those bad boys could almost grab a taste of the sugar and spice. "Get Cookie!" they shouted. "Nanny, nanny, nana, looky, looky, you can't get me, I'm one smart cookie." Willie looked at the dizzy Wally. Wally looked at the dizzy Willie. Brain ditto. Those bad boys needed another plan, another idea. A trick. "It's a honey," said Wally with a sticky squirt. "Sweet," Willie chuckled as he squeezed from behind into the hollow log. "One slip, one slide, one cookie." From inside the inky darkness, the pair waited and listened. And then they heard a slip. They heard a slide. They felt a bump. "I do believe we finally got Cookie," exclaimed Willie. Wally took a whiff. "I'm afraid, dear chum, that is not the aroma of sugar and spice." Huh. Phew-wee! The two squealed, scrambling out of the log and jumping into the river. "Nanny, nanny, looky, looky, you can't get me, I'm one smart cookie." And can you see what they are smelling? Cookie tossed them into a gumdrop button. Oh, no, Cookie tossed them each a gumdrop button and waved goodbye as he floated away on a log. Willie turned to Wally and grinned. "I believe that little crumb is not as smart as he thinks he is." "Yes, indeedy," Wally agreed with a snicker, "but I must say, I've worked up quite an appetite trying to get that little cookie, that one little cookie." "I have to agree, old chum," said Willie, as his belly grumbled. "Just one little sweet isn't going to cure my sweet tooth or empty tummy now." Wally offered Willie his arm. "Well, dear pal, what shall we have for supper?" why don't you help yourselves to something to eat at my house? I've got the oven warming right now. Willie looked at Wally. Wally looked at Willie. Brain ditto. Ah, yes. Oh my, these boys were bad. Bad. Really bad. Ha. That's the end of that story. And that's all the time we have for Uncle Matt's bedtime story. I hope you enjoyed that story, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.